It is January the 15th, 2024. It is the birthday of late civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King, born on January the 15th, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. Passed away April the 4th, 1962, in Memphis, Tennessee, at age 39. Currently, as we speak, and is tradition, there's a basketball game at FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee, where the hometown Memphis Grizzlies, 1 point behind in the third quarter of the Golden State Warriors. It's 86-85. Once again, this show dedicated today, here on Martin Luther King Day, to the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
The Power Hour is live, representing Team Hales. Here I am, Team Hales, Randy Hales, ready to go with the January 15th edition, the second show I've done all day, along with Pat Trammell. We were rocking and rolling and having a lot of fun this afternoon at noon, a 3-hour, 6-minute Randy Hales show. And boy, am I thrilled to death to be here. Now, I'm also thrilled to death. In a minute, I'm going to bring in, for the first time in a couple of weeks, the producer plus my co-host, Adam Dunn, who has been a little bit sickly lately, under the weather, what if you want to say it. But before I bring him in, I want to tell him something, because there's something strange going on here, Adam. Something very strange. Tanner, what is going on? Hello to you. Tanner says lousy day today, so it's time for some Power Pro, and we have a great show. Also, PJ says, I missed the party this past noon. You weren't on the show. I thought you were on the show. It was great. Greg White says, yellow again, everybody. Keeps it going, because I will tell you the problem in a minute. Adam Stephen Gold says, Randy Hills, hope you had a great day. Of course, it was snowy. I didn't go out the house today. Get back out tomorrow, but it's been a heck of a mess. And Jeff Hawk Hemp, who was on the show earlier today, hello to him. And certainly Al Tuttle is in the house, as we can real quick freeze the comments and let me make a little comment about what's going on. Have no idea. I am dependent, as I see now, some of the ones up there. I'll have you do it. On my end, Adam, this is what's going to happen. On the right, where the comments, not off air, because I see where the comments are, but where they normally come up, there's a circle, a white circle going round and around and around. I don't see anything there at all. It's totally nothing there but a circle going round and round. I see Andrew Calvin Jr. up top saying, hello, RH. Man, I appreciate you, Drew. All LL was in the house earlier. Said, hey, go Team L's. Also, Adam, I hope you are feeling well, everybody in the house. So, Adam, I don't know what in the world to do about this situation. So, if you keep the comments up there for me, I guess that I can deal with it with that. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been a little sickly, and we have a little plan how we're going to do this preview. And this way, it's going to limit Adam's voice, and we're going to tag team it this kind of a little plot here. And he's going to talk, and then he's going to quit talking, and then I'm going to talk till I think he can talk again. We have this thing. We're smarting you up to what we have prearranged and talked about. And for the first time in a long time, here coming into the show, and we hope he has voice. Here is Adam Dunn. If I'm yelling like this, I might not have a voice very longer. PJ says, welcome back, Adam. And here's Adam Dunn with the preview. We hope.
We hope. Okay. Yeah. So glad to be back, everybody. And yeah, I've been a little under the weather the past week or so. So I'm going to try to get through this the best I can. Had a little bit of a upper respiratory infection, we believe. So sometimes I can kind of get into a coughing fit, but hopefully we can get through this and have a little back and forth between me and Randy so that way we can do it. So this being our January 15th watch along, we're going to be taking a look at show 98. We've almost done 100 of these consecutively. Show 98 from February 26, 2000. And Randy, we're going to kick things off with Handsome Jimmy rolling into Mempho.
I came rolling into Mempho, TWA. Tell all the ladies, Handsome Jimmy's on the way. I'm a rocker. I'm a roller. Little fucky dude. I'm old Handsome Jimmy. Everybody in Mempho knows handsome is cool.
All right. Handsome Jimmy rolling into Mempho. And then we'll see Robert Gibson. He'll be back. He was on 2 weeks ago. Didn't see him last week, but Robert Gibson back. He'll be in action against Jagger.
Robert Gibson, world known, well known, the Rock and Roll Express. We saw him a few weeks ago with Tommy Rogers. That was great. Last week we saw Tommy Rogers and Wolfie D. That was great. One thing, probably on purpose here, but Adam left off something that is on the notes. He probably because he gets on. This person gets on Adam's nerves probably as much as he did the audience of Power Pro Wrestling. There will be a Lance Jade segment that will be right after Handsome Jimmy and right before Robert Gibson match. And so that is, I know you tried to get away with not saying it, and I don't blame you. But
I completely overlooked it. That was my fault, Lance. No, I overlooked that.
One of the classic segments we've been doing is next.
Yeah, and that's going to be CB Wyatt. We saw that last week where CB Wyatt claimed that Randy is his father, and that will continue today as well.
You know, that was one thing, and I talked about last week. I've always gone about that adage, and I will admit now, you can overdo it, but I will admit now sometimes funny is good, and I always thought funny means no money. Funny means no money, and that was always my philosophy. I like the personal issues. I like the blood feud. I like good versus evil. I like bloody matches that's so much blood it'll make you freaking throw up. I want you sick. I want you uncomfortable. I want you mad enough at the heels where you'll jump underneath the rope and two things will happen. You'll get your ass kicked. You're so mad. And the other thing, you'll probably go to jail. You will probably go to jail at that point. This situation with CB Wyatt came out last week and said that he had to tell me, and he talked about easy money, a girl named Julie, and said that I fooled around with her, and at the time I admitted that I did, and he said that's his mom and I was his dad. I grabbed him by the throat, and that I probably wouldn't get Father of the Year right there, Adam, at all.
Not at all.
But still, that is the segment that we will See, and this little white circle going on right now, I know you can't talk about it because you have to save your voice, but this is absolutely driving me nuts. So if you can send me a text maybe and tell me what to do. But now at this point, after CB Wyatt on the Power Hour show number 98, what will we see?
Yeah, and I'll see, Randy, if I can't try to go ahead and get through some more of them. So we will have Bulldog Reigns. He'll be going against Chris Michaels. We talked about him a little bit earlier, Randy, before the show. Chris Michaels. I did not remember him being on Power Pro very much, but of course, Chris Michaels, great talent, and went on and had a pretty good career.
No doubt. I mean, he's very good wrestler, very good, no doubt about it.
We'll see a Boyz in the Hood street fight. Tracy Smothers will be back, and he'll be going against Wolfie D. Alan Steele will be going against Moondog Spot. We saw Moondog come back. Ollie and Derrick King and Handsome Jimmy Valiant will be in action against Seven, Rick Havoc, and Brandon Baxter. And we get a debut today of Rob and Dion Harlem. The Regulators will make their debut on the Power Hour here today, Randy.
See, we did good. 11-minute double teaming segment to get through that. And no, not bad at all. We did it. Your voice held up. The only thing, that damn white circle and me not seeing notes. Remember, through the show, I need to see freaking people that comment so I can respond to them. And this is driving me crazy. Earlier today, it worked. It's not working now. I don't know what in the heck is going on. But right now, at 11 or 12 minutes after 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, we will start show number 98, February the 26th, 2000. And let it go. Here we go.
Power Pro Wrestling wants to send our heartfelt condolences to the family of Mrs. Bonnie Coffey. Bonnie, the wife of Mr. Guy Coffey, has been a mainstay of wrestling in this area. She'll be missed by all of us who came in contact with her.
And Adam, as soon as this opening's over, I need to address that last thing. So go from the end of this opening right to me, please.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
A couple of weeks ago, we opened the Power Pro show, and we saw it a few weeks ago, where we did a graphic announcing a Mrs. Taylor had passed away, and I was having issues remembering who in the world Mrs. Taylor was. Well, Derrick King, we know, Power Pro superstar, his mother, Mrs. Taylor, had passed away, and the whole crew, including Dave Brown and a bunch of people, I was there, Brandon was there. On the other opposition side, Kick-Ass Wrestling, Terry Golden was there. We lost Miss Taylor. And then long-time picture seller, gimmick thing, and a character in her own right, Miss Bonnie Coffey had passed away. Bonnie had passed away, and we had the graphic for her. And so many of the wrestling fans loved Miss Coffey, and as we miss Bonnie, and we also miss Mr. Guy Coffey. I want to say hello also to Frank that's in the house. Frank Seaton in the house is now. We return to the Power Hour Show 98.
Hello again, everybody. We're live at the studios of TV5, and who's in the big long limo here? Waiting to step out, it is Boogie Woogie Man! Handsome Jimmy Valiant, handsome Jimbo from Mempho, headed into the studios of TV5 for the Power Hour. Here today, there he is, the legend.
What's up, Pop?
Here he comes this way. We'll try to get a word from him.
In the house. Yeah, there he is. Making his way around
Got
our
Super
studio.
Mario back there with
I
him.
hear the music. It's
Do what, Adam?
the boy from
It looks like maybe Super Mario was back there with him.
He was his driver. Oh, a kiss. A long kiss. She's not even smiling. Look at that. There she goes.
This is the fans love it. We love it. Boogie Woogie Man. Handsome Diblo.
Excitement in the studio, excitement watching it at home. Power. There's nothing like it. We've said this for Fargo and for Dundee. Often imitated, never duplicated. He can get the people, and you hear now. See now. Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Here's Brandon Baxter.
Jimmy Valiant's power hour right now. Yeah, it sure is. A lot of fans are not liking Brandon.
You listen to me, Jimmy Valiant. You listen to me. See, I'm the matchmaker of Power Pro Wrestling. And as the matchmaker, that means I hire whoever I want to be here. You just go and ask the Moondog what happened to him last night in Osceola when he tried to invade us. The same thing will happen to you. I don't want you here. And right now, your little song says something about, I came rolling into Mempho. Well, you might as well roll yourself out of Mempho because I'm kicking you out of the studio right now. Security, I want him removed right now.
Come on. Fans want him in here, Brandon. They don't care what you want. They want to see handsome Jimmy.
Get rid of Jimmy Valiant. You shut your mouth.
Well, it's one Brandon Baxter against thousands of other fans.
Look out
in
here.
the studio. And
Here comes Randy Hales right here. Here's Randy coming over this way. With Jimmy Valiant.
Randy, he's got Boogie Woogie with him.
Hi, Corey. Hey, I want to make this announcement right now because you've been running roughshod because you tricked us. For the last 4 weeks, you've been the matchmaker. You called that in. You pulled one over on us. Listen to this, people. I FedExed it to you yesterday, and effective today, you are no longer the matchmaker. I am.
Well, that's good news.
So, how about this, handsome? I love you.
I love you, baby.
How about this idea? How about this idea, people? For the very first main event in the second era of Randy Hales matchmaking. How about this for a match today? Today's TV main event. Why don't we have the Power Pro champion, Ali? How about that? How about Mr. Personalities, Derrick King?
Tag team.
And they will be joined by none other than handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Six-man match. I love it.
And
Today, right here.
Right here. And their opponents will be that big goof 7. It will be that motor old guy, Havoc. And the third member of the team will be Brandon Baxter.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I like that. Hey, yeah, here come a couple guys. The Power Pro champion Ali. The young guns champion Derrick King. In the house on the Power.
How about that?
Let's hear it, Ali. Boogie Woogie.
Listen, hey, baby, I'm glad to be back. I'll tell you something, you understand? Handsome Mempho from Mempho in the house, baby, in the house. You know something? I got so many brothers and sisters right here. You better believe it. Last night, I haven't been to bed at all, you understand? Hey, I'll tell you something, man. They just wear me out. And I'll tell you something, after me and King and the big guy, we get done kicking cans, you know something? I got a few appointments I got to take. Look at here. Oh, hey, look at this one. Mary Lou, I don't need that one. Hey, Betty Sue. Hey, now I got one here, Ralph. I don't know. That might be yours. I don't know. But anyway, hey, my eyeballs are hurting this morning, y'all. But hey, here's what's going on right now. After we kick King and the Big Cat, man, we're going to go to Mempho right here at Auto World from 12:30 to 3.
That's at Winchester.
Winchester, okay. Yeah. And then we're going to Bullfrog corner at the pawn shop. I'm gonna hock up, man. Yeah. Hey, that's from 3:30 to 6.
All right.
And that's at Highway 51. What's that say, Corey?
Highway 51 in Goodman Road. That's it.
My eyes are hurting. My eyes are hurting. Now, tonight, we're going to Casper Creek. And that's at the Recreation Center in Millington.
That's right.
Yes, and that's at 8 o'clock tonight.
That's my hometown, Boogie, out of Millington.
I know it. You're going to be in my corner. Hey, Moondog going to be there. Big Daddy, BJ, Bruiser, Super Mario, and the Jag, and yours truly. Now, all I want here, can you let me have $100? I need $100.
Of course I can.
All right. Hey, come in here, King. Come here, baby. Come on, baby.
Boogie Woogie Man! Handsome Jimmy teaming up today in our television main event, and his partners are right here with me now. Mr. Personality, Derrick King and Ali. A big one coming up today, Derrick.
You were exactly right. I told everybody how Brandon Baxter was, how he was a scum, and everybody. Last year, when everybody saw me kicking Brandon Baxter's butt, it will be no different here today in that ring today in this main event.
Let me say, when I say whose house, what do you say? Brandon Baxter, it's been a long time coming, punk. Let me tell you how it's going to be. I'm going to take that cue ball head of yours, and I'm going to break it off that chicken neck. You can bet on that, punk.
We've got a big one coming up.
Started with the limousine coming up and out. It's Handsome Jimmy, and again, Handsome Jimmy came out. And then here comes Brandon Baxter, and here comes me, and we set up the main event for the show today.
Want to sell your old games, CDs, or DVDs, or want to buy a new one? You got to make it to Replays. An incredible selection of used CDs, both new and classic titles, and DVD movies, all quality tested and refinished at prices that can't be beat. Did someone say games? Come to Replays for the coolest titles. Nintendo, Sega, Game Boy, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, way
Cash.
Randy, all that Alan Steele calling. How you doing today? Hey, I know this on the TV sheet. I don't have a match. What's the deal? What gives? Well, I'll tell you what. Moondog jumped me last week. I'm demanding a match with him this week. I'm going to tear him apart. How about it, huh? Really? Great. I'm going to show him why I'm all that. I'm going to tear him limb to limb. Thanks a lot.
Good to hear from
Hey,
PJ
Alan.
today.
Randy just called. You have a match today. Oh, really? Who's against? Oh, I don't know. He just said don't worry about it. Okay, all right. I guess I'll just get ready then.
Now,
Again,
that was being sneaky.
Jade has just done something Alan that is going to be regretting a little bit later on. I tell you, Alan needs to get away from Lance Jade. There,
He really does. Hey, look who's in the house today also. One half of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson.
He's going to
Gibson steps in, and he's got the Jagger here today.
Hey there, Robert. Here we go. Robert Gibson, one half of the Rock and Roll Express. And here we go with action on the Power Hour here today. The first of several matches. How about that main event that Randy just made?
Yeah.
Six-man tag action. Brandon Baxter's going to be in the ring. Handsome Jimmy Valiant's going to be there on the other side. Ali, Derrick King, Havoc, 7.
And
We'll have
Brandon Baxter.
Yeah, we'll have a ring full in there. That's main event coming up a little bit later on today.
That's going to be a dandy. That's going to be a six-man tag team bout coming up right here today on the Power Hour.
Also, a big movie coming out here very, very soon. We have the director of that movie coming up in just a few minutes. We're going to be talking to.
What a great guy he is.
Yeah, and
Barry Ballstein. He's here today. Had an opportunity to meet him this morning.
I've seen a clip of the movie. We'll show that to you fans, too, and I think you'll agree wrestling fans are going to want to see this one.
Most definitely. And, hey, the world premiere of this movie is going to be right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
We'll have details coming up.
We'll have
Stay
more
with us.
details. No doubt about that. Elbow from one half of the Rock and Roller Express, Robert Gibson. Gibson with a big forearm across the chest of the Jagger. First look at the Jagger on the Power Hour. Big guy, but I'm telling you, Gibson's standing in there with him, toe-to-toe. Rolls in behind him, schoolboys him out. There's a 2 count. He got a 3. It's over. Here comes Tracy Smothers. Look out, Robert.
Tracy Smothers jumping Gibson.
Into the rope. Oh, he comes off with that DDT. Smothers. God has been running wild around Power Pro.
He's got no business here. Here comes Wolfie D.
Wolfie jumps in.
Well, these two really don't like each other.
They really don't, Dave.
Look out. They're running around the ring.
Down on
the floor fighting it out. Look at Wolfie and Tracy go. Man, these two guys, you don't see one wrestling move with these two. They're just standing up and pure fighting, Dave. I mean,
look out, they're headed for the door. That might be good. Get them out of here.
Yeah,
I don't know how we're ever going to get them apart. Look at them go each other. Watch out, security. Don't get...
Referee's right behind them. He's going to try to have security out there.
Out in one of our hallways. And still going at it. There's security trying to get them separated. That's not going to be an easy task. Here comes some other help.
Boy, it's going to be tough to keep these two guys away from each other, Smothers and the Wolfie team.
Absolutely. Well, they got them apart for a minute. Hey, while we try to keep them apart here and go on with things, let me show you something that happened last week right here on this television show. Take a look at this, fans, from last week.
I think her name was Julie, but I think the boys in the back called her Easy Money. Ain't that right?
No, let's don't do this.
Hey, this has nothing to do with wrestling at all. I don't know what your MO is.
Let's get past it, get to the point here, and not do this.
I want all these people to listen to this. Randy Hales, I got one thing to say. Julie, she was my mom. And I can see the look on your face, Randy Hales, but let me explain it to you. You know, if Julie's my mom, then that would make you my dad.
Well, there was the announcement by CB, and Randy Hales has joined us right here.
First of all, we already announced a six-man tag. There's no way to keep Tracy Smothers and Wolfie D apart. I've added another match on this television. No time limit, no disqualification, a boys from the hood street fight. Wolfie D, Tracy Smothers, everything goes all over this studio and building here today.
All right, I love it. Another great match from Randy Hales. Now, let's talk about this other thing here. The phone calls, the faxes have been flying. It's all over the internet, this thing where CB says you're his dad, and he can prove it.
Well, you know, that was the most ridiculous thing. You don't know what kind of week I've had. I hope this has never happened to you, but I've had elders from my church ready to excommunicate me out of the church. I mean, it's been a mess. I've had my 78-year-old mother in tears up there.
I guess so, yeah.
Situation. I mean, somebody coming out this. Well, let me say this. It's absolutely not true at all. And if I had a 20-year-old kid, don't you think I'd know about it, Dave?
Well, okay, yeah, you probably would. I guess I got to admit that part. But again, it's caused a lot of talk. I mean,
what you said last week, you said I got to think about this.
Well,
what in the world is there to think about?
Well,
it's not true.
Okay, all right. Well, now wait a minute. What is this? Here's CB Wyatt. He's even kind of dressed like you here today. It looks like he'll bought ties at the same place. Yeah, CB Wyatt. CB, you say you can prove it. I don't see any proof, though.
Dave, I'm not out here to talk to anybody but my dad here. First of all, my dad. Okay. First of all, Dad, I know this is very hard for you, and it's shocking. It's very shocking to myself also. But we both have to get our emotions under control, okay? And we need to make up for a lot of lost time. We need to have that loving father-son relationship.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what your motives are. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I am almost 40 years old. You're about 20, you say. Why in the world are we just hearing about this last week? If you're my son, why all of a sudden, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I got a son? That's crazy.
That's a good point. Very good point.
First of all, I just found out for myself 2 weeks ago on my 20th birthday from my mom, okay? And I just had to find the best possible way to come tell you, Randy, Dad.
It's not true. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, people are getting a little, I see the little smirk, but it could screw up my life.
Well, I understand. I understand it's a serious charge, and there's no proof. Randy says it's not true. You says it is true, so how are we going to settle it? I don't guess we can.
Dad, I can prove it. Let me ask you a question. Was your first groupie's name Julie?
Look, I think, wait a minute, I think he went over this last week.
That's true.
Okay, you answered that last week, yeah.
And was her nickname Easy Money?
Well, I didn't call her that, but the boys did.
Okay, he admitted to that last week. That's nothing new.
Dad, did you have an affair with Julie?
Oh, come on now. I mean, I'm not going to be talking about sex on this television
Thank you.
show at all.
It's all true, Dad. You know, it's like I said last week. I've got my mom's hair, and I'm tall and skinny just like you. You know, I've always wondered why I love the wrestling business, and I've got the answer to that now, because I inherited it from you, Dad.
Come on.
Let me tell you this.
This dad all over.
Let me tell you this. This is crazy, people. This is crazy. You're not my son. I think if you were my son, I'd cut my own throat, because you're an idiot. That's right. I know. You're an idiot, and this is absolutely not true, and we got wrestling to do. I know Days of Our Lives is on this network and this station, but this ain't it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Let's get going with the rest of the show. He's got some great matches booked.
You know what, Dad? If you don't believe it coming from me, then maybe next week I'll have to bring Mom here to the TV station and still tell you the truth.
I was going to bring Mom with him next week, he says, Dave.
What he's going to do is, I can't even say it.
Maybe we better take a break here and get back with wrestling action coming up in just a moment.
We've got to come out of that, for heaven's sake. That is so typically different than anything that I ever did. This is sports entertainment that Memphis Wrestling never got. Let me see what Al said. Somebody called Mari Bowix, Randy, you are not the father. I mean, this is just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff, but it goes in, as PJ says, that's interesting. It goes into the fact that the motto and my philosophy about Power Pro Wrestling was definitely expect the unexpected. I don't know how your voice is. Can you say a couple of words about this bullshit, Adam? Well, I guess he can't. What a time for him to get the flu again. When we're talking
sorry,
about...
I've got the show queuing up, and I couldn't be on it at the same time that it was queuing up. No, definitely very, very interesting. Like you said, kind of more of a Days of Our Lives type thing, which was on Channel 5 at the time. But just when you think it's ridiculous, they always throw an extra little thing in there, like with the accusation. Okay, well, maybe next week we'll bring Mom out here and she can throw a little more into it. So just when you think it's over, there's another little thing tossed in there to kind of keep your attention.
Let's wait for next week and see if Julie Easy Money will show up, and she does. I can assure you that. Some of the crazy stuff. I sent the video of last week to my 19-year-old great nephew, and he was absolutely couldn't believe it. Absolutely couldn't believe it. Let's go back to show 98 from February the 26th, 2000. Here we go.
Brown for Fleetwood Homes, your Mid-South Fleetwood Home Center, and Fleetwood Homes location is your
always good to see Dave doing commercials, one of the best in the world at doing.
Fleetwood's Anniversary Home is the best value in manufactured housing today. You can get it exclusively.
Coming up, we'll see Bulldog Reigns and Chris Michaels. We'll see that Boyz in the Hood street fight with Tracy, Smothers, and Wolfie D. Alan Steele, the one to meet Moondog Spot. Also, Ali, Derrick King, and Handsome Jimmy against Seven, Rick Havoc, and Brandon Baxter. We'll also see the debut of the Regulators. This is show number 98. Version, the February 26, 2000 version of our Pro Wrestling. So far, we saw the arrival of Handsome Jimmy. We saw a couple of matches set up for this show. We saw Robert Gibson defeating the Jaguar. We saw Stevie Wyatt running his head. And, of course, we had the Boyz in the Hood street fight and the six-man tag set up as well. Now you're seeing shows plugged and advertised for NBC, Channel 5
Journey to a world
shows
where fairy tales
that's
are
not
real.
on in
An all-star
hey,
miniseries
this
event.
is the
And
this is
Kingdom,
the
NBC
January
Sunday at
version
9, 8
of the
Central.
Power Pro Wrestling Watch Along. Here's
Mr.
Bulldog Brown.
I hate to bother you right now because I know you got a big busy day trying to get TV put together, but I'm not really happy the way Bulldog Reigns has been marketed around here. If you'll just take a few seconds and listen to me, I can tell you how to make Bulldog Reigns the hottest thing in Power Pro Wrestling.
Bulldog, I know my dad. He's treated you wrong. He's taken advantage of you. He's misused you. And, you know, that's just not right. You want to be a superstar, Bulldog Reigns? Is that what you want to be? Well, I tell you what, if I make you a superstar, then that would sure make my dad proud of me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I want you to go up that ring today, Bulldog, and I want you to beat Chris Michaels. I want you to tear Chris Michaels in half. And when you do that, you come back and talk to me, okay?
I'll be back in just a few seconds. I'm going to beat Chris Michaels right now, just for you, Mr. Hales.
Thank you, Bulldog.
Mr. Hales. Mr. Hales? Come on, Bulldog. Don't buy into that. I don't know what CB's got going on. I don't know, Mr. Hales. Here comes into the studio Chris Michaels. Chris Michaels, who has looked mighty, mighty good.
He has, Dave, ever since his first debut in Power Pro, which was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We saw him, and he's an exciting young wrestler. And I'm telling you, he's got his hands full today with Bulldog Reigns, because Bulldog is going to be out, I think, to prove a point to CB Wyatt, or Little Hales, I guess we call him, Little Hales.
He has a look on his face, but Chris Michaels immediately grabs him. Bulldog puts him into the ropes. Michaels ducks under. Bulldog sets, catches him in midair, and a slam on Chris Michaels. Bulldog Reigns out to prove a point to CB Wyatt, who he calls Mr. Hales. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, CB has convinced him that he has some power. That he is Randy Hales' son. I'm not sure we believe that.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't either. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's not true. I believe Randy.
Bulldog with his shoulders to the midsection of Chris Michaels, whips him across the way. Michaels steps over him, comes back the other way now. Oh.
Bulldog runs into nothing but turnbuckle. Look at Chris Michaels spin off that top rope. Down to the mat goes Bulldog. He's got it covered. Count it 2. Whoa. Bulldog threw it. Yeah, he threw it about 4 feet in the air. Turns him a 180. Leaves him lying in the middle of the ring, and Bulldog maybe waited too long to go for the cover. He doesn't even go for the cover. He picks him up with a hair. Slam over to the turnbuckle. Head of the top turnbuckle. Bulldog Reigns going to work, trying to prove a point to CB Wyatt.
In case you're just joining us, Boogie Woogie Man, Handsome Jimmy's in the house. Today we're going to have Handsome Jimmy teaming up with Ali and Derrick King all on one side.
Can you imagine all of them trying to get to Brandon Baxter?
Oh, I'm telling you. Little snap suplex there from Bulldog. There's a... Oh, I thought it was 3.
Yeah, I did too.
Only a 2 count.
Michaels got the right shoulder up just at the last second there, so the match continues. Looked like Bulldog Reigns may have proved the point there for a second, but he was not able to hold it for the 3 count.
Couldn't get it to stick. Also today, Randy Hales has signed a Boyz in the Hood street fight. It's going to be Wolfie D versus Tracy Smothers. That's coming up right here today on the Power Hour. Well, we got a full day today of Power Pro Wrestling.
We're not even halfway through the Power Hour. We've already had some great action for you. Got a match going right here, and much, much more to come that you're not going to want to miss, man. This one is a good one. Hang in here with us.
Bulldog pulled somebody's hair and yanked him out of that corner. Sidewalk slam. He pounded him down in the mat. 1 count. There's a 2. Oh, it's all he was able to get. And also, Dave, don't forget that Lance Jade made that telephone call.
Yeah.
Proposing to be Alan Steele and request a match with the Moondog.
Yeah, and for Alan Steele, not for Lance Jade. What Lance tried to do is protect himself to make sure that Randy didn't book him against the Moondog.
That's exactly
so he
right.
sacrifices his friend, Alan Steele. Steele's going to have to catch on to this one of these days.
I'm telling you.
Also, don't forget, keep a pencil and paper handy because we'd love to have you join us. We got a great crowd here today, and in just a few minutes, we'll be giving you the address. You can write it down. Tickets are free tickets to Power Pro Wrestling, and you can bring the kids. Love to have you right here.
Love to have you. Bring the whole family down. It's absolutely free, and it's great wrestling action here in the studios of TV5. Michael stops him with the boot. Bulldog staggering, and I'm telling you, Michaels could get him here. Whoa. Could this do it? Could Chris Michaels get a win? Bulldog trying to get to his feet. Michaels is staggering. He's on his feet now.
Show number
Watch
90.
him now, Bulldog
Show
right.
number 98.
Right
February
hand
26,
again from Chris
2000.
Michaels.
This is a hell of a match. Chris Michaels,
Sends him into that
Bulldog
top
reign.
turnbuckle. Michaels standing in, whips him across the way. Comes off the rope.
Michaels has got some great basic moves.
He's looking good, Dave. He's climbing the ladder. He's going up on the top rope now. There he is. Bulldog's on his feet.
Whoa!
Flying front. Oh, Bulldog. See,
He's
he's
pulling
got his
the
tights. He's got his tights.
But they
He
got the
pulled
three
his
count.
tights and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Well, he held on to the tights, and that's what Chris Michaels is telling the referee right now. But Bulldog is listening to none of it. He raised his hand, and he is leaving the area. We got a lot more to go, fans. Tracy Smothers, Wolfie D. It's a street fight coming up right after this.
He wanted to see his family,
Now, why don't you give him a break? I'll break my foot in the
but he never wanted to see
Make sure you catch us tomorrow night. We're talking Memphis wrestling. I have in my hand right now the notes for the show tomorrow night. Usually I have 3 or 4 pages and all. I'll go to MN with a note. Good evening, Mr. Randy Hales. You having a good evening? Thanks so much for the watch along. And we enjoy doing it just like we will enjoy watching as you see the Jerry Lawler commercial right now.
I may be the king of wrestling, but Annie is the queen of hubcaps.
Our selection and low prices will knock you out.
Quality service for over 20 years. There's only one place, Hubcap Annie on Getwell.
Tracy Smothers is stalking around the ring right here. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin at
I will tell you in a little bit about tomorrow night talking Memphis wrestling. I've got a shush earlier, but we'll talk about that in the next one.
Street fight coming up.
You got to prove
You got
you're the man
somebody-
in the ring right here.
That's right. You got somebody looking for you, Tracy Smothers. Yeah, you make. Oh, yeah. He thinks he's the man anyway. There's Wolfie D on top of it.
Here's another man. These two don't like each other going back for
No,
years.
sir.
They don't like each other. Tracy Smothers picks up the folding metal chair, swings and misses. Wolfie D came out here. He is the tag team champion. He's got both the belts.
got
He
both
won them
belts.
by himself and doesn't have a full-time partner yet. Uh-oh. Tracy Smothers with a drop kick puts him down.
Oh,
Could this
it's
be
all
it?
right. Could
One,
this do it?
2. Nope, only a 2 count. Wolfie kicks out of it. Did we ring the bell?
You know, I don't remember we did it or not.
Let's do it just for the technicality right here. There's a
Wolfie.
cover by Wolfie. Only a 1 count. Over the top rope, he flips him. Tracy Smothers lands on his feet, but he's staggered. Out of the ring after him, Wolfie D. Look out.
This is the Boyz in the Hood Street Fight fans. That means he can go anywhere in the studio or outside of the studio. Yeah.
Ooh.
And now they go outside of the studio. Tracy Smothers, Wolfie D. Referee's right there behind him. They're out in the area there. It looks like we lost.
Yeah, that's that new supply of paper that just came in yesterday.
Oh,
being
boy.
trashed back here.
Mr. Applegate won't like that.
No, he won't.
They're out in the parking lot going at it.
They'll be getting a bill, I guarantee.
I'm telling you, they're going at it out in the parking lot. Is it raining out there?
It's wet out there. It has been raining. I don't know if it's raining at this moment, but it's certainly wet in the parking lot. But they don't seem to care. They're
I'm
out there.
telling
Yeah,
you.
it's raining right now. Here they come back into the building. And they're still back in a back hallway back here.
Nothing like a brawl
Right near the door.
in the TV5 studio. This is Adam
Camera
Dunn's
people trying to
cup
stay
of
out of the
tea.
way.
Looks like
He
our camera's
loves
been
it.
knocked down
Yeah.
with that type of
Look
shot.
at
That-
the
Yeah, that
kind of
cameras,
control
cables on those
camera
cameras
work
sometimes it's
there.
kind
I
of
think
difficult
that adds
to
to
Oh,
stay out of
what
the way. Yeah, look out, don't
presentation
get hit.
what we're doing. What is that? The world that
No. Look out, he's got
Tracy has in his hand.
he's got a fluorescent cube.
He pops him across the back with that thing.
Missed that camera shot there.
Not playing around.
Happens,
says
it's
Tracy
live
Smothers.
television. That's okay.
Man, he popped him right across the back with that fluorescent light tube. And Wolfie D is laid out on his back. Smothers could get a win.
He's got a chair now.
Yep. The fans are not happy with this. They're on Wolfie's side. They're not happy with Smothers and what they've seen from him in recent weeks around here. And I got to tell you, I'm with fans on that one.
I am too.
Well, they both go down to the mat.
And the DDT on Smothers. Wolfie D trying to get on his feet. He has been hammered by Smothers, man, with that metal chair and that light, that big light bulb he nailed it with. And there's Wolfie on that top rope. Here he goes! Oh, no! He misses! Smothers hooks the leg. Only gets 2.
I love the match between
I thought Wolfie was pinned right there.
Tracy Smothers
Smothers, he had a table.
and Wolfie D. A table underneath the ring.
He had a full
He's
furniture
setting that
floor
up.
under
Now
here
he's
today. He had
taking
that
it
metal
into
chair.
the
He's got
ring.
the table. He's sliding in the ring. Next thing you know, he'll have a recliner up there.
Yeah, he may have went to Fleming, I guess.
I think he
went
did.
shopping. Tracy Smothers got that table. He set it up and trying to get it in the ring. This Boyz in the Hood street fight has went outside of the studios, back in the back area. And
I kind of like the struggle there. It doesn't make it look easy.
Picked up that chair.
Tracy with the chair. A Boyz in the Hood street fight. There's no rules. Anything goes. Tracy Smothers setting the table up.
I don't know what he's got in mind.
I don't either, but
But I can imagine he's just going to try to body slam Wolfie D into the table. Wolfie has been battered in this match. Smothers working on him again. Double forearm across the back. Puts him on the table. I thought he was going to try to slam him on the table.
Boyz in the Hood street fight. So Smothers and Wolfie D.
Oh, look out. He's over to the ropes. I know what he's going to do now. He's going to spring off of there. Look out, Wolfie. Wolfie's out of the way. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Oh, Wolfie's climbing up there with him. Look at this. What is he going to do?
Smothers hits the table and hits it hard.
He suplexes him off of that top rope. Smothers a 3 count. Turn off the light. It is over. That Boyz in the Hood street fight ended with an ugly ending there because he slammed Smothers' leg into that table. We got to take a break.
It backfired on Smothers. He's got his leg.
We will
hurt.
see
He's holding on to
Alan Steele, Moondog Spot, and in our television main event, Ali, Derrick King, and Handsome Jimmy against 7, Rick, Havoc, and Brandon Baxter coming up on the Power Hour. We're going to tell you about Talking Memphis Wrestling. We will see it tomorrow. We'll open with the first takes from the panel. Also, 2 blasts from the past cards. One from January the 15th, 1973 in Memphis. The other one from January the 15th, 1983, National Sports Arena. Also, we will talk about the NFL and college football coaching changes, plus the NFC and AFC playoffs. We will also talk about the Nick Saban retirement and all the changes in college football. Also, the thing I'm proud of the most is that I've found a video, or Al Tuttle found a video for me, and I will tell the truth and tell the story about this. It's a video Al Tuttle found from Southeastern Championship Wrestling in Dothan, Alabama in 1985, 39 years ago. I was special guest co-host for that program. Looking forward to it. Him and Thompson said I'm the only one. Every time I turn in, every time this audio cuts in and out all the way through, anyone else help? So if anybody having trouble hearing audio cutting in and out, please let us know, because we can't see it from our own. Greg, because that no good goofy Tracy Smothers had it stashed there, and I forgot to look for it. Don't forget that classic Southeastern wrestling footage tomorrow night on the show. So excited, so fired up. I'll say why I went there. I talk about Macho Man Randy Savage once I returned him getting mad at me for sure. I'll also talk about people mentor me in wrestling, people I'm mentored in wrestling, and we will also have a closing segment of booze, drugs, and sex in Memphis wrestling. So the drinking area, the weed era, the pill era, the cocaine era, the
Back on the
steroid
Power Hour,
era.
take a look at Power Pro Wrestling
We will
on
talk
tour.
about
Here it is.
we'll
It
talk
kicks off
about
today
snow
on touring in
here and
conjunction with
also some
Moondog
funny
Championship Wrestling.
wrestling
And also coming up this
snow
afternoon, in
stories as
case
well.
you're just joining us,
Jam
and some Jimmy talked about it
talking
earlier
Memphis
today, where
wrestling.
it's going to be.
I
There
like
it is,
the
Memphis Auto World, 12:30
sex,
until 3 p.m.
drugs,
and then at the Bullfrog
booze
Corner
one
Pond
better
there,
than
Highway 51 and
any.
Goodman
Was
Road
to
in
see
South
how
Haven.
much I
And
have
some
the
Jimmy
nerve
buying
to
is
talk
going to be
about
right there.
tomorrow
Pictures,
on
autographs,
Talking
and meet.
Memphis
And
Wrestling
some
at
Jimmy
7
right
o'clock
there this
Central
afternoon.
Standard
Also,
Time.
wrestling coming up tonight out in Millington, Tennessee, out in Casper Creek. All of the fans around Millington, get ready. Power Pro is coming there in Millington, my old stomping ground. Yeah, you got that right. Casper Creek out in Millington. And the Jimmy Moondog spot. Box office open at 3 p.m., 8 o'clock the bell time. Big action out there in Millington tonight. All of the fans around Tipton County, come out to Millington. Osceola, Arkansas. Osceola, Friday, March 3. Moondog Arena. Championship wrestling every Friday night in Osceola. Dyess, Arkansas is coming up. Wrestling's rolling into Dyess at the elementary gymnasium there. Fundraiser there for the Pee Wee basketball team. My little boys on that Pee Wee team. They're playing this afternoon. Good luck, guys. Get ready and win one today. Mark Tree, Arkansas. Saturday, March 11th, National Guard Armory. 8 o'clock bell time in Mark Tree. And Power Pro Wrestling Fundraisers and Training Center. Here's the number. 870 area code 932-3011 for more information. And don't forget the official Power Pro Wrestling website. It's www.powerprowrestling.com. Got some great update information. You'll love the website. Over to Brother Dave and a special big guest here with us today, Dave.
Thank you very much, Corey. This is Barry Blaustein right here. Barry is the director of a movie called Beyond the Mat. This is something that every wrestling fan is going to want to see. Barry, this thing has been nominated for some awards already.
Yeah, we were one of the finalists for the Academy Award. We were nominated for the Directors Guild Award. What's most important is it's a film the wrestling fan should see and deserve to see, because if you want to know what it's really like back there, what these guys go through, what they do to get out here to perform, where the real pain is, then you should see the movie, because you're going to see stuff you've never seen before.
This is a film for wrestling fans by a wrestling fan. Let's take a look at a clip right here. This is just part of the movie right here.
I'm doing this, and the other half saying, this is exactly why I do it, you know? Just that you can't have these matches very often, you'd be dead. You know, when you have someone as good as Rocky, you trust his judgment. If I saw him now, I'd probably strangle him, because he hit me so damn many times, but it was probably, in retrospect, you look at that tape and say that's what made it, was those last couple extra ones.
Mick, I don't know if I can take much more of this, and I'll let you know that.
I think we reached a lot of people. You can't reach everybody. You can't even reach a majority. But, I mean, it's a hell.
You have to stop crying.
Can you hold? Yeah. We are entertainers, but I think I hold it, okay?
Well,
I think we reached the hair up in the back. I think we touched a lot of people, if you don't mind me saying. I might touch you later. If you know what I mean.
ow, how nice. He is
Thank you. I am cute. In a rugged type of way.
Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, he was here, and do you think he liked it here?
Oh, yeah. Mick did love it here. He didn't like the payoffs, but he loved the fans.
Tell us where the movie's going to premiere and when.
The movie has its world premiere in Memphis. It's going to be in Memphis before it's anywhere else. And it's going to be next Friday, starting Friday at the Balco Majestic Theater. So I need all the wrestling fans to go out there and show the rest of the country that wrestling fans will support a movie about wrestling.
Absolutely. It looks like a great one. I want to see it. Barry, thank you for being with us today. Good luck with the movie. And the last question is, how come Corey and I aren't in it? Well, I don't make an answer to that. We're going to be back with more in just a moment.
Missouri Vacation Photo Opportunity number 98. A departure from the ordinary. We recommend you bring a lot of film. For more entertaining photo opportunities, call 1-800-MISSOURI. Missouri, where the rivers run.
Everybody rides. Everybody gets a car at Value Plus, 2466 Covington Pike, next to Saturn of Memphis. If you're employed for 6 months or more and have at least $1,200 a month in gross income, come to Value Plus for the only plan in town that can get you in a car, truck, van, or SUV. Call 386-2311. Write it down, 386-2311. Value Plus can reestablish your credit. If you have more than one bankruptcy, you can ride. More than one repossession, you can ride. We can help you. Call Value Plus at 386-2311 or come by 2466 Covington Pike. Value Plus, the Guatney Company.
Derrick, our buddy Derrick, put him back on so I can see it, because if it's not back on there, I can't see it,
It
Adam.
wasn't even my fault. But the
He said it was so
insurance company
good.
wouldn't help. So I called Gaddy Keltner
Beyond the Mat movie.
I'm attorney Mike Montesi.
End of Mempho and
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call
no.
us. We can help you with your doctor, your car, and we'll work hard
Derrick
to
also
get you
says
your
these
care.
old
They took care
commercials
of
are awesome
everything,
too.
including
Brings
his
back
Car wreck,
my
Havoc got your
teenage
check?
good.
Call us.
Okay.
One call. That's all.
Adam's friend Derrick.
How would you like to make your child a
Interesting.
millionaire?
The first thing that came to my mind was, I need to
I
start
remember.
now.
I wonder if
How you
Derrick.
can turn $3,000
Put
into
Derrick
$1
up
million.
there again. Let me
Put on
see his
your
name.
wrist, making your child
Is
a
it
$1
Derrick
million
May?
Monday at 5 on Action News 5.
Let me
If you
see
have
that
tax
up there
questions
one
you
more
need answered,
time.
Action News
His
5
name is
hosting
Derrick
a
May.
tax
I
hotline
wonder
from
if it
5
was
p.m.
any
to
kin
10:30 p.m. on
to
Thursday. The
Daryl
Society of CPAs
May,
will
the
answer your
former
questions
manager
and give
before
advice
Beth
throughout the
Wade
night.
of the
Action
Mid-South
News 5 tax
Coliseum.
hotline begins Thursday at 5.
I like Daryl May. I like Derrick May. I just seem like Beth Wade, as LL says. That's why I saw Eddie Roberts,
He doesn't know
they
he's
were going
wrestling.
up.
He sure does.
Was
Let
Moss
Jade set this up. And Dave, we got a big announcement
in
here.
that
Let me tell
day.
you this, man. All of our
That's
commercial
one of the
obligations
tragic
are
stories about
done. We're here for the
he's
duration.
still around
Don't
and
go anywhere. Don't change
so
that dial,
clean,
because
and
if
that
you
is
do,
great.
you
Well,
will miss something. And don't blink, because the power hour is here until 12
Alan
noon.
Steele
Oh, look out. Here comes
does not know who his opponent.
whistle, and here he comes. Moondog spot. You know, Barry Florstein, the director of the Beyond the Mat, was here earlier. We were talking with him, and he saw that Moondog was here last week. He said, uh-oh, I'll hang loose for this. Barry's going up to the control room.
Yes, that's a good move. That big ironing board across the back. We're thrilled to have Barry here. One thing I didn't mention during the interview, Barry does a lot of work with Eddie Murphy, including the Nutty Professor. He did the Gumby,
coming out
the Gumby character and the Buckwheat character on Saturday Night Live. So we're thrilled to have him here today. Look out! Moondog from behind.
Lance Jade with that metal tail. Pop that Moondog.
Has made a huge mistake.
He just doesn't know how big a mistake he's made.
Lance Jade, not the smartest man in the world.
No, sir.
As the Smash Mouth song says, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
The Moondog going after Lance Jade. And Jade has just opened up a can of worms with this Moondog.
And Alan Steele is leaving. He said, I've had it. You book this match. You stay in there. And Jade says, I can't get out of here quick enough. There he goes. Here's the Moondog.
Uh-oh. The referee. Get out of there, Joey. Go, Joey, go.
Look out, Joey.
Come on, Joey. Get out of there. He'll get you.
Look out, fans.
This guy doesn't play. I'm telling you that right now. Joey.
Look out. Uh-oh.
Look out, Dave.
Somebody lead him out of here. Look out, Corey.
For free TV5 Power Pro Wrestling tickets, send a self-addressed.
So the last comment said he was having audio problems on Facebook and also watches the show live on YouTube at youtube.com/@RandyHales.
Corey, come on. Yeah, I think we're all right.
I was behind the camera lady over there.
Oh, I don't blame you. In that situation, I just dropped the mic.
Show number 98, the final segment, part 2 of this show. Here is our main event of the book.
All of them headed for the ring for 6-man tag team action. They are going to be going against an incredible team. You got Ali, Derrick King, and handsome Timmy Valiant.
This was to the exploration of our time on Power Pro Wrestling, live
live from the studios of TV5 right here on Union Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is our television main event. Boys, it's been a day and a half today.
Oh, man.
Anybody having trouble
Yeah, for a while there.
with audio, Adam, if you go ahead
I
and
had
put
to
the
wonder if we
YouTube
were going to be
link
able to
up
get this
there.
match going with a Moondog running loose in here. Expect the
And also
unexpected.
make comments
Power Pro
on
Wrestling
YouTube.
every Saturday live from the studios of TV5. It's the only live local
YouTube.com/@RandyHill.
show in America. And we're bringing it to you right now.
Here comes handsome Jimmy. Derrick King. And the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion, Ali.
He's got the Power Pro Champion Ali in his corner. Derrick King, the Young Guns Champion. Huge, big-time main event today on Power Pro Wrestling. And excitement is in the air, buddy.
It is indeed, and Baxter and his crew are huddling out of the ring down on the floor. Baxter is telling Seven and Havoc, you go get him. I'll watch your back. And now Baxter baiting the crowd. Meanwhile, it's Ali in the ring. His partner's Derrick King, handsome Jimmy Valiant. We have the Power Pro title. We have the Power Pro Young Guns title right here on the desk.
Television main event to the expiration of time in today's six-man tag team action. Here live on Power Pro Wrestling. Referee Joey Patrick trying to get two men to start this thing. We ring the bell, and here we go with action. It's going to be Seven and Ali.
Keep in mind that Ali used to have Brandon Baxter as his business manager, but Brandon did him wrong, and he had to fire him. Keep in mind that Derrick King and Brandon Baxter used to be really good friends. Derrick says now he understands, and now the fans understand what he came to know about Brandon Baxter. And then you got the Boogie Woogie Man. We got the makings for one that could go all day long and still be something very exciting to see. Look at that. Ali, the champion, smashes him down to the mat. Handsome Jimmy tells the crowd, let's hear it for Ali. Seven finds himself in some trouble. Ali sends him down to the mat. Here's a cover. Havoc gets there to break it up. Oh, but he's working over his partner. Look at this. Ali's just moving out of the way.
That's three times now.
Oh, my goodness. Some people don't learn too quickly, do they?
They sure don't. That motor oil's going to his head, I guess. Double clothesline from Ali.
Baxter, meanwhile, knocked off the ring apron by the action, so he's sort of hiding. You just barely see the top of his head. Well, you can see him on the left of the screen, just sort of sneaking around the ring, barely letting his face show.
Tag man on Derrick King, and here comes Mr. Personality. Off the top rope, he slammed down that arm of Havoc.
Derrick King with a new attitude. He said he's going to do it on his own, going to do it by myself. Baxter made a humiliating proposal to Derrick last week.
Sure did. I mean, it was.
Thank goodness Derrick
NFC Championship or wild card playoff game. Tampa Bay defeating the Eagles 13-0 right now.
Look at this.
Good news coming from Fat Storm in Memphis on Martin Luther King Day. The Grizzlies defeated the Golden State Warriors 116-107.
I just caught a glimpse of Brandon Baxter's face. He couldn't believe what he was
Buffalo
seeing from Derrick
Bills
King over there. He was
defeating
Look how they throw Derrick out of the ring.
Pittsburgh
Ali did that.
31-7.
On a crap. That cross body. Down is Seven and Havoc, and Ali!
He presses them down to the floor. Havoc and Seven got to be wondering what is going on here, and Brandon Baxter's got to be thinking, uh-oh, Randy Hales has got me in trouble.
I mean he's got him in trouble. Brandon Baxter's run a check that they can't cash over on that side of the ring because they are in trouble. When you look across the way and you see the big guy like Ali, handsome Jimmy, and Derrick King, man, you know you're in trouble. A reversal into the ropes goes Derrick. He comes off. Nice leapfrog. Comes back the other way. Seven's got him. High in the air. Oh, he puts that big move on him. He pounded Put him into the mat. Now he's choking him. He's got to break that.
Derrick King back on his feet, just barely over to the corner. 7 makes the tag on Havoc. Havoc, 7, double teaming. Derrick King up high in the air, dropped him right on his face.
We're taking all of our commercial breaks, and we're here until the duration of the Power Hour today. And I'm telling you, what a day it has been on Power Pro Wrestling. Full of excitement all since the start of the bell. Oh, Derrick. Cut short there by Havoc. Havoc sets him up. Picks him up high. Oh, just tosses him down. Man, oh, man.
Yes, Derrick. Ali did turn heel. Didn't last long.
Brandon Baxter says, let me have him, let me have him, let me have him. He's in there. Derrick King is down. Brandon Baxter drops down with a leg. Yeah, Brandon Baxter. Yeah, he really feels like, all right, it's my day.
In the ring, yeah.
He has been in trouble, but after Havoc and 7, half beat Derrick King to death. Now Baxter's in there, but look at this. Derrick King. Boot to the midsection. Didn't work out well for Brandon Baxter. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Shoulders up. Derrick King, not pinned, not a 3 count. Down to the mat.
Oh, 2 boys, he made 1 count, 2. Oh.
Only a 2 count there. Baxter back on his feet.
Back on his feet and DDT. Boy, Derrick has taken a pound and he has.
Derrick King deserves to win this match. There's no doubt about it. But he's in trouble at the moment. Brandon Baxter springs off the top rope.
The best way, it doesn't matter on which way I get paid, but order it on my website, you can get a personalized autograph, and you can't from Amazon. So just your preference. I'm happy either way. But I can do a personalized autograph and signing if it's done from my side.
On the floor. 7 is staggered. Over the top rope goes Derrick King.
Derrick over the top.
Looked around behind Baxter. It was Ali. 7 now nails Ali from behind.
Hanson's got Havoc. Slams him into that ring post outside of the ring. They go outside of the door. Handsome Jimmy and Havoc. Ali's got 7 over here.
In the ring, it is Derrick King working on Brandon Baxter.
He's working him over, Dave.
It's just these 2 left.
Oh, he's got a chain. Wraps it around his fist and misses. Comes back and Derrick cuts him. Brandon drops that chain he had. Derrick going for the super kick. Baxter ducks, puts him into the rope now. Leapfrog comes back with a boot to the midsection. It's a space buster. This get done. 1, 2, 3.
He got it.
He got it. 1, 2, 3. Derrick King.
Who are these guys? Where do they come from?
Who are these guys?
The bigger of the 2, I recognize. That's Mo from Men on a Mission.
Yeah. That's Mo. He's got Derrick King. Oh, come on. Oh, who this other guy is? He drops the leg down. They come out here dressed in street clothes.
Obviously, some guys that were hired by Brandon Baxter.
Oh, here comes some help. Ali. Handsome Jimmy hits the ring.
We're out of time, fans. More next week live from TV5. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long from the Power Hour.
See you next week.
No Jerry Lawler, no Bill Dundee, no WWE developmental talent, no Brian Christopher, no Tommy Rich, no Doug Gilbert. But this was a hell of a wrestling television show. I think there's no doubt about it. Next week, next Monday, we will show number 99, the March the 4th, 2000 edition. And hopefully Adam's voice during this about hour without talking, maybe he can get through a 2-minute. If not, we'll do it the same way, Adam.
We'll give it a shot here and see if I'm able to get through it. March 4th, 2000, it'll be episode 99 of the Power Hour next week. We'll start off with a Brandon Baxter interview. Derrick King comes out to argue with him. We'll see the Young Guns title. Derrick King will be going against 7. CB Wyatt and Bulldog Reigns will be around. We'll see Chris Michaels in 3-way action against Alan Steele and Blade. Robert Gibson will be around as Tommy Rogers as well. We'll see them both on the program next week. Wolfie D and Ali will have a segment. CB White will introduce us to Julie, Easy Money. Wolfie D and Ali will go against the Regulators. You just saw them debut a moment ago. Plus, there will be a shocking heel turn. All that coming up on the show next week. And Randy, I think I made it through the preview. Okay.
You made it through it fine. You're fired up. You're ready. You're not yelling. You're not screaming. You're not going crazy. You're not singing. I came rolling into Memphis, TWA. Tell all the ladies had some Jimmys on the way. I'm a rocker. I'm a roller. A little funky too. I was raised by a gypsy. You know, handsome's cool. Now, if you sing that song, do you think your voice would hold up for that?
No. Not at all. Not at all. No. I'm going to throw a couple more comments on the screen that we got since you're not able to read them.
Okay. I can read them once you put them on here.
Right.
I just can't read them on this side. Memphis, Matt or Malt or whoever he is. Hey, Memphis, what's going on? Great. I'm going to your side or in person. Or better yet, we do need to get together sometime and let you take a look at my Memphis Wrestling VHS tapes. I told you about a month ago. Where are you from again? Memphis, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yes, I want to see those tapes also. I've got everything right here to play them. I want to see them too.
All right. We'll get with that. And if you let us borrow some of those, we'll give you a damn book. Derrick May says it was a good show. It's definitely part of my teen years, and I grew up watching it every Saturday. I'm going to make you talk one more time, Mr. Producer, and your producer.
Okay.
Well, and Derrick says, "Get well, Adam. Hope you feel better."
Thank you,
and
Derrick.
in your producer row, can you give me any idea why I'm seeing on this chat option on the right side of the screen, all I'm seeing is a white circle going round and around and around, and it's driving me nuts.
Now that the show's over, you might be able to refresh your browser, but you would log off of the show for a minute. So I don't know, other than that, what would be causing it.
Well, I think the show's over, so
Right.
you can put up there Talking Memphis Wrestling. We'll put up the graphic for that. It will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, Talking Memphis Wrestling, and we will start with Blast from the Past cards. We have a 1973 card, a 1984 card. We'll talk about current news and current sports for sure. Then I will show, and I don't know if you watched it, I sent you the video of it, the Southeastern Championship Wrestling Show in 1985, where I was co-host of the show, and that opening segment, we will show that tomorrow. Tell a funny story after that appearance. Randy Savage got mad at me. Also, talking my mentors in wrestling, people that I mentored in wrestling. So we will also, in the final segment of the show, we will talk booze, drugs, and sex in Memphis wrestling, plus a Channel 5 news story of the fabulous ones in 1982. When we talk about how many of the young ladies came in Memphis, it was a different audience for sure than is now mainly the male audience that goes to the wrestling matches. Different eras of craziness in professional wrestling in Memphis: the drinking era, the weed era, the pill era, the cocaine era, the steroid era, and promoter Nick Gulas used to call the marijuana era. He used to talk about the marijuana cigarettes that people were smoking. So he wasn't too far from that as well. Also, we'll talk about this week's snow in Arkansas, and I have stories of a Evansville, Indiana trip in the snow, a Hendersonville to Memphis trip in 1994 with Wolfie D, also a Memphis to Nashville trip with Wolfie D and Tommy Rich. We have a big show coming up tomorrow night on Talking Memphis Wrestling. It's so good and makes me in such a good mood to have you back, Adam. And I'm glad you're feeling better. And maybe by tomorrow night, you'll be all the way back, and we'll see you next week with the Power Hour.
Hopefully so. Now, I know you're talking about this, and if I remember correctly, and I'm sure anyone from the Memphis area remembers Ice Storm 94, that had a huge impact on the run-up to the Monday Night Memory show, correct?
Absolutely did, and we'll cover that in detail tomorrow. I mean, funny stuff there, and I'll risk my life to drive to Memphis TV from Nashville to play the very first promo because I had it on me. I finished editing, or Randy West did, and I was right beside him. I was hands-on on that process. And, man, our life was at stake. And I'll tell you where that Friday night, once I made the 10-hour trip to Memphis in the car, I ended up, couldn't find a motel room. Wolfie D stayed at Kid Wicked's house. I stayed in front of a fireplace in a sleeping bag and with Jerry Lawler and Stacy. So that was interesting as well.
Yeah,
big show. Looking forward to it.
I was just going to say, on the Memphis version of USWA, weren't they, instead of having the live wrestling, wasn't Dave doing pretty much wall-to-wall weather coverage with wrestling updates in between?
The wrestling update was basically the out-of-town and the Memphis card. No matches. Right. Jerry Lawler did those with Dave, and we were just sitting there, and the crew left. And I went back to Jonesboro. No way I was going to go back to Nashville that day because of the weather going on. It was just a scary, scary thing. And we'll talk about that tomorrow night. Appreciate everybody joining us. We're a little late, but this has been fun. Enjoyed the fact that Adam was back. Jeremy says can't wait for the show tomorrow night. Great show tonight. Enjoyed everybody being here earlier today at noon. And Derrick May says, I bet Macho Man did all out. Okay. Yeah, we will not get into that. We won't speak well or ill of the dead, will we, Adam?
No, not at all.
We will say goodbye, though. Goodbye, Adam.
All right, goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll see you back here next Monday for the Power Hour.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The